Welcome, welcome. So I'm guessing we're maybe halfway. I don't. It's hard to say, obviously, because I've not played it before. So not knowing what comes next and everything makes it a little bit tricky, right? But we really haven't gone to all that many places. Not that we have to per se, but we're now going from the Neva Resort to the forest that's nearby. So that's a shift in location, which doesn't yet feel like we're wrapping up in the final area or the final series of events. So I don't know. It's hard to say. There's a lot we still don't know. So Marianne, our character, thinks that Sadness might be Lily. We still have Thomas and his spiritual self. Like, we got some of that was new stuff near the end of last time, well, or halfway through last time. So that's we've added another bit of story to the overall game. So that's not, unless it's something like a reveal, like oh, you didn't realize, but now. Otherwise, in the way that was presented, that's generally not the sign that you're near the end of a game. So I'm thinking we got quite a ways anyway. Still, it feels like. Um, it's a little. Hang on, I'm gonna turn my. I think my fan's on like medium. I'm gonna turn it on low. One sec. Yeah, yeah, that's better. I wasn't cold, but I could feel that if it kept going for too long at that speed, I was gonna get cold. Anyway, okay, so we last time explored the day room, and when we finished the day room, like the things that were there to find, at least that I could find, we casting a barrier on ourselves, went through a bunch of moths and down to an area below the day room. Could also be part of the day room, but I don't think so. Anyway, but an area lower where we started seeing a bunch of memories of this. What was his name? Was it Robert? I don't remember. Jacob? I can't remember. Anyway, this guy from the past who grew up in, it sounds like, in the time when there were Nazis and had a lot of suffering through that. Lost the girl he loved, whose name was Rose. And so he was melancholic for a long time and whatever, but he was an artist and he learned to do some painting and stuff. Eventually, he got into contact with, I think, somebody he mentored at one point named Thomas. And so when Thomas was younger, he had, been kind of the mentor to him. They'd parted ways for a while, and then when they reconnected again, hey Cosmic, welcome. You may not get any other people initially in chat. I don't think anybody else has dropped in yet. They'll probably come in the next 10-15 minutes. People start showing up usually. If they don't, sometimes they'll be here right on time, and if they're not, usually they'll be like 10-15 minutes late, something like that. So they'll show up soon, but they're not quite here yet. So they won't answer you, but I will. It's going well. How are you doing? I hope everything's going well for you. So this Tom or this other guy, whatever his name was, Robert or whatever, had lost Rose as a little kid, and he was in Nazi Germany, like I said. Grew to become a decent artist, painter, and he had either associated with or mentored, I think, actually, this guy named Thomas. And they parted ways. When they eventually reconnected, then Thomas entrusted his daughter, Lily, to this Robert guy because, one, he was his mentor, so he trusted him, and two, Lily had this like beauty. I mean, she was a little girl. She wasn't really very old or anything, but well, she was like a young girl, like probably like 12 or 13. I think she was 13. Anyway, but she was pretty, and so he was inspired as an artist to paint her and stuff. But demons from his past started waking up, and he did not, I don't know if he couldn't, but whatever it was, whether he could or couldn't, he did not fight them off successfully. And well, let's just say that it was sad what happened to Lily. And so Thomas, in his wrath, sent his spirit into Robert's spirit realm, and he hunted down and like basically looked into all of the things, the memories and stuff that Robert had, but eventually hunted down the poison that was inside him and destroyed it, or destroyed Robert, I should say, I think is what happened. And then that kind of sickness that he had inside him just kind of was, and so it resided in this Neva resort area. And so we come out of that vision of seeing Thomas's spiritual like split, spirit going through doing stuff, his medium abilities, doing his stuff. We played as him for a little bit. Then we get out of that, we're back as Marianne again, and that sickness is just kind of there dwelling at Neva, and so we destroyed it in a cutscene. And so now I think it was through that being actually that we learned that there was something further in the forest that we need to go investigate. So now anyway, that's our next quest item, is to go to the forest. Well, it does matter, man. I wish you the best. If you don't feel like you need to, I'm not saying you have, like why haven't you talked to me or anything? I'm not saying that at all, okay? But if you would like to reach out on Discord, because you're on there, feel free to, obviously. I am concerned about my friends and about people I interact with online. So if you ever want to chat and talk about stuff, I'm, as long as I'm not busy where I actually literally don't have time, I'm more than willing to chat with you. And if nothing else, not even say anything, just let you vent. That's fine. So I don't know where you left off with this, Cosmic. Let me try to give kind of a high level of what's going on, but there'll be some specifics that you might not understand quite. And then if there are any questions, you can ask them as we go along, right? And I can fill in some blanks. So our character's name is Marianne. We're a medium. We grew up in foster care after some stuff happened in our childhood. And our foster dad, at the beginning of the game, died. And so we were able to say goodbye to him in the spirit. That was kind of the tutorial, kind of like a tutorial part of the game. Anyway, but after that happened, we got a letter from somebody. I think it was from somebody named Thomas. I think it was from the Thomas I was just talking about, who told us to come to Neva Resort. There was stuff here that we had to investigate. So we headed to Neva Resort, and as we've gone along, we found out that there is some malevolent force here, and we've encountered it now. So it's apparently called the Maw, M-A-W, as in like a big, wide open mouth for eating things or whatever. Anyway, this malevolent force called the Maw has been going around basically consuming souls. of people who. So this was a vacation resort, and then the maw broke out and it slaughtered pretty much everybody and ate all their souls, or most of their souls. It basically possessed a nurse, and then that nurse physically killed everybody, and then the maw went around eating the souls, I think, or something along those lines. I don't know exactly how it happened, but something like that. And what else? There were various things going on, some investigations and experiments, and people hadn't quite figured out what all was happening. Anyway, there's a little spirit girl here named Sadness, and she sometimes talks to us, but she's hiding a lot because she's a ghost, she's a spirit, and the maw is in the spirit realm, and so the maw is a danger to her, so she doesn't come out a lot, only when she feels like it's safe. Hey, Monmouth, good day. So, Cosmic asked how it was going with you, Monmouth, so if you want to chat in the chat, of course. And so we discovered this thing with the maw, and Sadness told us we needed to get to the day room and investigate. So we did that last time. While we were in the day room, we discovered a few things, or this guy Thomas that said we should come to this resort, sent us the letter or whatever, had been interacting with this guy. Actually, I think his name was Richard, now that I think about it. Anyway, we'll say Richard. So Thomas had been interacting with this guy named Richard, and Richard was getting old and worn out and stuff. And Thomas came to the resort because Richard had retired here. Thomas came to the resort, and he kind of, at first, like I said, developed this relationship with Richard and stuff. Anyway, all this other stuff happened in the past. So there was a darkness from that. So this guy, the main connection to that with us is that this guy, Thomas, who is tied to this Richard fellow, also is the one who sent us the notice to come investigate Neva Resort. So we're trying to do what we do elsewhere in the spirit realm, or like what our character has elsewhere in the past, not so much now, a little bit, but which is to find spirits who are in trouble or whatever and try to put them to rest. Or in the case of really dark, malevolent spirits, like that essence left behind by Richard last time, and destroy them. That's really kind of what we try to accomplish as like the character that we're playing. She has already found a couple places. Remember I talked about how the maw had possessed the nurse, and then the nurse went around and slaughtered people? So we're already in the spirit realm. We've seen a few different people, 3 I think so far, people whose souls were, I think the idea is their souls were like split or rent in two. And so we would find kind of like this, almost like a decayed corpse kind of like version of them, but they were kind of missing a face. And elsewhere in the spirit realm, we'd find a mask that matched their face. So we'd come and we'd attach the mask to them, and that would like merge their soul together, make their soul whole again, and then they could move on to peace or whatever exactly it is in the mythology of this game. That's not a dismissive statement, by the way. I don't fully understand it, is what I'm saying. But it's something like that, like they get to move on and to another part of the afterlife and live peacefully or something like that. And so that's all of that. I don't think there's a lot else. I think from stuff we've read and everything, we have some connection to this place, but it's unclear what it is. Is the connection Sadness? Sadness seems awfully friendly with us, but we don't know. Is the connection Thomas? Because we were just in memories where we saw stuff Thomas did in the past, and Thomas invited us. It's unknown, right? So there's some connection to us, but I don't know what it is. And there's not a whole lot that's clear, except obviously the maw's a threat. The maw possessed the nurse and slaughtered people and then started eating souls. There are other dangers in the spirit realm other than the maw. We had, for example, that malevolence that was left behind by Richard. That was another major one. We also have these moths that, you'd think moths aren't that big of a deal or whatever, but in the spirit realm, moths, I guess, represent some kind of negative energy force. And if we try to walk through them normally, like if our spirit, I should say, tries to walk through the spirit moths normally not without doing anything special, she'll die. So we use a spirit barrier, and then it kind of burns the moths as we go through their area. What else? There's something else that I want to say with that, and I can't remember now. Oh, yeah, the maw itself apparently does not like light. So if we're in the spirit realm and we see the maw, if we can get to an area with light, like a spirit well, which has like light energy that we use to power ourselves so that we can do things like our barrier, if we can find one of those wells, those spirit wells, then the maw doesn't like it. The maw stays away because the light, I guess, scares it or something. The maw can not just possess the nurse like it did, which it can do obviously, because we talked about that, but the maw can physically, or not physically, well, kind of. Anyway, the maw can be in the physical world. So it mostly lives in the spiritual world, but it can be in the physical world, and it's kind of like this, like, displaced light, like bent light, kind of. You can see like this ripple where it is. And we have a power called insight where we can detect like spiritual signals and stuff. As long as the maw is relatively close to us, if I hold down insight, you can see it looks like the maw from the spirit in shape walking around. But if you don't use insight, it's kind of this wavy, invisible force. So anyway, so that's, I think, probably about all I care to summarize, because we're already now a little over 15 minutes in, so I'll go ahead and get started. But that hopefully mostly catches you up, Monmouth. Like I said, if you not Monmouth, yes, Monmouth too, I guess, in case you forgot something. But Cosmic, that hopefully mostly catches you up. So if you have questions, like I said, feel free to ask. As long as I know, as long as I understand what's going on with such and such a thing, then I'm more than happy to explain something that maybe you don't understand. It's fairly decently well explained, though. I think it's got a lot going on, but it's not too hard to follow, I wouldn't think. So hopefully you won't have trouble, but if you do, let me know. Richard, yeah, it was his name, Richard. That's right. Yep, it was. Okay. Okay. This is when the insight power is going. It's like kind of this wavy view of things. There are some things to find sometimes lying around. We've talked about before, Cosmic. I'm not a completionist, but the stuff that we've been finding adds interesting detail to the story. Like gives us a bigger picture. So, if possible, I would like to still find what I can. I mean, that's true in a lot of games also, but in this one, it's not just adding a little bit, it's adding like some kind of important stuff. Like some understanding with what's really going on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. There's a series of game or a few series of games, even within recent memory, that I've played that I think are like that. There's one I'm doing now. I'm on chapter 3 of it. I'll be doing it actually the next stream this weekend. So in like 14 hours from now, called The Splitting. That's interesting. And it's got, it's the background itself, like the story background is cool, right? It's a 2D adventure, so it's not graphically impressive per se, but it's got an interesting story and graphics, or like interesting story and background of characters and stuff. There was one I had called Azurael's Circle. That was very clever because they took several. There were 5 chapters, like individual small games that were chapters, and each of those tied into each other. So you had the first one was all one story. Second was another story. Third was another story, only vaguely tied with the whole Azurael's Circle. But then starting with the 4th and the 5th stories, they brought back ties to the first 3 games again. So that was really cool. A lot of interesting background on that as well. Wait, why? Oh, I think my fingers were shifted over. I was like, why am I going forward instead of looking to the side here? I have no idea if the maw is limited to the hotel or something. So I kind of don't want to draw attention in case it's tromping around out here. It might not be, but... yeah, see? See, if I wouldn't have come this way, I wouldn't have seen this. I didn't know where stuff is, but there's this, so... Groundskeeper's postcards won't stop. Oh, that's just a collectible. I mean, it's cool still, but... Oh, no, there's... I can read this, too. Okay, maybe there's... Because I think a couple of these did have some text about, like, just the life at the resort before or something. I don't remember. Hello, my sunshine. Working hard as always. Mr. Rekovitz says there won't be any more guests coming, but that's all right. Still plenty I can help him with. I just wish it was quiet. Why won't it stop talking? I really wish I could see you. F. Oh, yeah. Why won't it stop talking? That's... I think that must mean this is... I think this is a postcard from the nurse who ended up getting possessed. And she was hearing voices talking to her before it possessed her. I think that's what's going on. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's what that is. Okay. Whispers. So there's going to be something to analyze. Yeah. What is this? Okay. There we go. Oh, not quite. Hello. Oh. Okay. I was like trying to angle it.
No, don't put him on. I'm still at work. Just tell me if he's okay. All right. Tell him I'll be back soon.
This one felt subdued. Like if someone lit a match in a giant freezer.
Interesting imagery. Okay. Okay. So that's another one of the things Insight can do for us. So Insight could show us, like I was saying, the shape of the maw if it's in reality, but Insight can also show us stuff like that, where we get an echo from the past and we can see what people had said and what they, whatever information they might have that might be useful. Okay. I think, I wonder if we're going to find more of that. I think on the way up to the resort, so initially, we stopped our car outside. There was like a security check station or whatever, like one of those booths you have with the big metal arm, right, to prevent traffic from going through. After on the other side of that, so we stopped our car outside of that, and then, I think we stopped our car. Maybe we took a bus. I'm pretty sure it was our car. Anyway, we stopped there. Once we got onto the other side of that, there was this forest, kind of like another part of which we're going to go visit. And I'm pretty sure the way in the forest from that station to the actual resort hotel, we saw some dead animals or something. I wonder if we're going to have more of them. I don't remember if it was. Do you see dead birds? Dead deer? I don't remember what we saw. Pretty sure we saw something dead, though. I don't think we really went close and analyzed. I think we just saw, like, in the distance or something we could tell. I think she even commented on it, although it's been a while. That was the very first session of playing this. So that was way back on Halloween. It's playing sad music. I don't know if that means something scary is going to happen or not. Probably not. Sounds like we're going to find out something tragic, though. Okay, this. Reclaiming history. A late 19th century fort of a great historical significance will soon be renovated and reopened to the public. The works are expected to start next year and last until 1983. And when it says the works, I think they're meaning like the construction of it will take that long. I think is what's supposed to what they're saying. Yeah. Yeah, this looks right. If you look at the hall, like the pictures here where they're showing like the courtyard and the hallways lining it and stuff, this is when we were inside the resort. This is similar to some of the stuff we saw. It's a lot changed, but some of this stuff is similar. So I could see that. We can look there. Let's not look there yet. See what else there is. Yeah, this. Another postcard. Poor thing. It's the same person, Josephine Wozniak. But it's not from that. It's to that person, right? So is this going to be F again? Yeah. My darling, have I ever mentioned Mr. Rekovitz's daughter, Lillian? She turned 16 today. Poor thing. Couldn't even have a proper birthday because of all that sickness she's got. Anyway, it reminded me of our Anna. Hers is next month, isn't it? Wish I could be there. But Mr. Rekovitz needs me here. Gotta stay. Gotta help him out like he helped me. Love you. So at 16, Lily was sick. I don't remember. I thought she was younger than that when Richard did the whatever it was. We don't have full details, right? We just know it was terrible. So terrible that Thomas wanted to, was this close to killing him because Lily was his daughter. So if he did that to her when she was younger, her sickness might have been a consequence of that. If he didn't, well, what would that mean if he didn't, though? Pretty much nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it had to be when she was younger he did that. But I thought she was a bit younger, like 14, 13, something like that. I can't remember, though. But I thought she was something like 13 or 14, which would mean it was a slow decay in her well-being over time, is what it sounds like. Hey, Fovox, welcome. No worries, Fovox. We've not gone too far. I was catching Cosmic up on some of the stuff that he had missed, because he was saying that he asked what I missed, so I was trying to help fill him in. So we did a bit of that. So we now, I don't know if you were here at the end of last time. I think you were, but I don't remember for sure. Anyway, did you remember all the stuff with Richard and then playing Thomas and going into Richard's psyche or whatever, like exploring his mental state and trying to find the darkness inside him? Anyway, we finished all of that last time, and now our quest is to explore the forest. I think it was the malevolence left behind by Richard that told us to do that. But I'm not 100% sure where we got that. But that is the next quest point. So we're exploring the forest now. Haven't about a whole lot. This gives more information about Lillian, though. So I believe this is Thomas, is Mr. Rekovitz. And his daughter, Lily, was the one that Richard had been with. And he's saying that she turned 16, like in this postcard from the past, and saying that she is she's got some sickness that prevents her from even having a birthday party. So, and whoever this F is, I don't remember if we ever saw that. Is it Francine? I don't even remember. Frederica? I don't even remember. I think it's the nurse, but I'm not totally sure. I could definitely be wrong on that. Anyway, this person on this postcard is helping Thomas out, though, with the resort. So, anyway, okay. Let's see if there's anything else floating around here. We came from up there, so don't do that. What's this? Why do the birds suddenly fly? Just because I got close, probably. But I don't know for sure. Neva Nature Park. The Neva Nature Park was created thanks to the generosity of the government of the Polish People's Republic. Looks pretty. Okay. Alright, I guess now, before we leave here, we'll look in the... Not a telescope, really. What do you call this? It's not a periscope. I don't remember what you call this. It's not really a telescope, though, because a telescope implies... Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not the best with this. With names of these for some reason. I usually know the name of stuff, and I don't for some reason. I mean, that, really, right? That's the only thing of note, that light. But I was doing insight, and I get nothing. So I guess it's just a useful thing? I was kind of half expecting to see something show up in the view here when I looked. And then, like, potentially a chase scene or something, but I guess not. Okay. We're probably heading in the direction of that light, though. Maybe that's all that's trying to tell us. The play that goes wrong. Oh, that might be one I've seen. I think I know it by the name something like the play where everything that can go wrong does go wrong, or something like that. But yeah, there's like people coming in at the wrong times. People, it's good. Like people entering stage left or whatever at the wrong time. People who are supposed to be dead, but I don't even remember. But there's a lot of stuff. I think somebody actually gets knocked out, but they're supposed to leave, but they can't because they got knocked out, so they had to drag them off and stuff. Anyway, things of that type. I don't remember specifics anymore. It's been a while. There's not really anywhere to hide here, so if the mod does come down here, it's probably a chase scene, because I'm pretty much screwed, I think. I don't even know if I have a charge on my spiritual powers either, so if the maw comes after me and it does like a spirit thing, like switches to my spirit self, I don't know if I'm going to be okay. But there's no way to go back and get energy. That lower room where we were right before entering the forest, there's no spirit well there. The spirit well's up above, but we can't go back up there because there are all those moths in the way. So we're basically screwed. Oh, that's another thing, Cosmic. When the maw stomps around for a bit and then decides it doesn't see you or whatever, and so it goes away for a little bit, it turns into a bunch of moths and disappears. So that's interesting. Okay, well, thanks for stopping in, Cosmic. Hope you enjoyed what little or further time you were here, and appreciate you stopping in. Like I said, anytime you want to chat on Discord, as long as I'm around, I am more than happy to talk with you. Take care, man. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go. Oh, what is... So if I let go of this... Oh, no, it did. It is there. Okay. For For some reason, I thought those branches on the right side there were, like, appeared when it did in sight and weren't there otherwise. But I guess that's wrong. They are there otherwise.
It sounded familiar somehow. Something from my early childhood, maybe? Was it even a place? Or something else entirely?
Rare tree exhibit and landscape trail. It's that sound in the background, I think, right? Is what she's talking about. Go to the rare tree first, because I think it sounds like that's just check out this tree and now you continue with the tour is what it sounds like that is. There's a trail continuing from here. Wonder if this winds to the, like, connects to the other trail, so just wind in a circle, or if it actually goes somewhere else. The flashlight is all bugging out. That's not awesome. If I go further away, the flashlight's okay, right? It was okay earlier. Yeah. It's around that tree the flashlight all wigs out. Interesting. There's nothing... I'm not going to say there's nothing special with the tree, but there's no way to interact with it. Doesn't seem. Okay. So far, it's just a generally creepy trail to try to go on at night. Yeah, so this is going to connect back up, right? To make sure. I'm pretty sure this is just going to go back where I was. In fact, I'm going to... wait. To do this. I don't need to be sneaking, I don't think, right now. I've already been in the area. No, there's something over here. Yep. What's this? Harder and harder? Nivi I Okolice? Something like that. My dearest, it's getting harder and harder to ignore it. Worst of all, it's all starting to make sense. Girl. Poor girl, locked up like an animal. No child should live like this. Is she really that sick? Mr. Rekvitz says it's for her own good. But I'm starting to wonder. I wish I could see you again. I love you so much. Yours, F. Nothing else here, right? Yeah, okay. That might be all that was over here, but... that tree was interesting. How my flashlight couldn't really work properly. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I've already been around quite a bit in that area where the tree is, so no reason to go over there, I guess. Okay. Back to sneaking it is. There's the music, but you also hear kind of it's almost like somebody crying in pain or for help or something in the distance, right? There's that, too. She's hearing a tune that's kind of familiar to her, and we're hearing the suffering of souls that may or may not be trapped or split because of the maw. Maybe just generally frightened. Oh, I can see so well here. I'm so glad that okay, there we go. I was like, I'm so glad the camera perspective hasn't changed. Like, what is this? What am I playing? Silent Hill? Actually, no, Silent Hill's not so bad. What is the one where they really never changed camera perspective and it was starting to frustrate me? Oh, Obscure. Yeah, what is this Obscure? What is this Obscure? Honestly, that was one of the few things I took issue with that game, was the camera angle, just not being able to tell where you're going and what's there. It's like, that feels cheap. There were a couple other minor things, like the whole try to carry the safe on the rickety floor above or whatever, or upstairs in the dorms, but so I can't even go, and I can't examine this light or anything? Guess not. Okay. I don't know why the game's just saying, hey, someday you're going to see that light. It's fancy. Oh, okay. You say so. Gotta say, I'm not a fan of this. Oh, and it's not a dead end. It goes to the left. Okay. First, I didn't notice the fence being open on the left. I was like, I'm not a fan of this just going to a friggin' dead end here, but I guess it doesn't. What's that sound from? I thought that lamp post was going to be like a house or something instead, and we were going to go inside there, but I guess not. House or ranger station or something. I don't know what. Something like that, though. Some building. Turns out it's not. %80 of me loves this because it's creepy. 20% of me is pooping my pants right now. Okay. 80-20, that's not a bad ratio. Enjoyment to poop ratio, that's pretty good. For horror, that's not bad. Bridge is out. I assume we're not going this way then. You can drop down, so I don't want to get too close, because it'll probably let me drop and then I might break my ankle or something and game over. So let's not do that. Sounds almost like flies or something buzzing around. Is there a dead body down here? Oh yeah, there's a dead deer carcass. Well, I could have sworn we found like dead birds or something earlier. Why the lightning? Why you gotta do that, game? Why?
God. Another one.
Yeah.
It looks like it rotted from the inside.
Yeah, another one. I thought we saw one earlier. Yeah. I think the very first time we played, like when we first entered the forest, I think we found one. I don't see anything to do inside on here, though. Just it's a dead carcass. I don't see any memory something or other, whatchamacallits, with it, so. And we're not going, I guess we're going over here then, underneath the bridge this way. Okay. Well, there's something bad out here. I don't know if it's the maw or another thing like Richard's demon or something. I don't know what's out here, but something's out here. Or at least was, because otherwise, that's not the way a deer normally dies. What did she say? Rotting from the inside? Yeah, that's not normal. So, yeah. Uh-huh. E. Oh, yeah. Climbing, yep. Really? Now you gotta kick up the wind and stuff? And of course it's bad news as soon as I get up and out of the ravine. Or out of the riverbed. You think? Yeah. I mean, it is in cultures. It's a bad omen at a minimum, right? Yeah. In I think like certain Native American cultures, other indigenous peoples, at least. I think it probably was in the past in Europe too, like Celtic peoples and stuff. Probably had it as a bad omen as well. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm glad I got that sound glitch bugged out, so if we have another sudden appearance of them on a chase scene or something, I don't have to go, oh, if I die, oh, I don't have sound now. It'll stay now. That's good. That was a smart-so, that person on the Steam forum that figured that out. I probably would have never thought to do that. Maybe. Possible. I might have said, well, if this sound device isn't working, maybe I could try a different one, but it would not have been like do this then do that, and therefore that would not have been my thought process. It would have been, well, let's try a different sound device. Nope, that's still buggy. Okay, well, this is the sound device I should be using, so maybe I'll just go back to it. Possibly, and I don't even know for sure if I would have done that. Another dead deer. Awesome.
These animals, they look used up. Like something sucked the life out of them.
Jeez. That's a couple of things, right? So the Maw consumes souls, talks about being ravenous and always hungry. And then you had that, what was it called? Child Eater or whatever, that was the malevolence that was in Richard, also consumes souls. It's like every dark thing in the spiritual realm consume other souls. So I don't know what else they would do. What other things would something that's malevolent in the spirit realm do? Maybe possess people, which the Maw did. Uh-oh, cutscene. I don't know if I like this. It's a wolf? A dog?
Oh, God. You scared the shit out of me, little buddy. What you got there? Oh, hey! Wait!
Follow the dog. She did that incorrectly, by the way. You're not supposed to do your hand over like this because a dog could see it as potentially getting ready to hit him, and they see it as a threat. You do it down so the dog knows you're not, because nobody hits a dog this way, right? Nothing attacks a dog. A snake maybe, but generally stuff doesn't attack a dog this way, so it seems less threatening. Okay, yeah, you're that way, buddy. Let me just make sure there's nothing over here. think. What did this say? This says Vistula River? Oh, it's a camping spot. I feel like, though, the dog is going to move us on. Let's see what's over here. Briefly. Hang on. I'll be back, buddy. It's okay. He's approaching us like, hello, I'm over here barking. Where are you going? Like, stupid humans never listen to me. What the frick? This doesn't really seem to be going anywhere useful, though. Nuh-uh. She's saying, basically, it's a river. I'm not getting in it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So nothing over here. I'll just follow the dog. It's fine. And that insight picked up nothing. Oh, no, here's something. Okay, I'm glad I went over. What's this? Just another... It's not a oh, it may be a postcard, actually. Yeah. Neva. Oh, let's... The other way. Let's... Close enough. Okay. It's me. It has to be me. She's down there. Alone. Scared. I get to hear her all the time now. She whispers. She yells. Let me out. Let me out. He doesn't understand. He doesn't want to understand. He's not who I thought he was. I have to show him. Jeez. Oh, okay, he's barking again. I was like, the dog's not barking anymore. Crap, did I lose Rusty? Rusty got killed and now we're screwed? Not only can he not lead us somewhere, but we killed a dog? That's not great. Okay, I guess we're going this way now. Okay, finally. He's like, took you long enough. Jeez, stupid lady. What the frick is your problem? Okay.
So, there I was, following my new best friend, hoping he wasn't as lost as I was. I remember thinking he could lead me to his owner. In a way, I guess he did.
Oh, but I don't think, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think we could have dropped off that bridge. Because it does stuff like where we were going to go on the river just a little bit ago, where she says, nuh-uh. I think it would have just said no. I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. I wanted to be cautious and not risk it, but I think we probably would have been okay, now that I think about it. This is not going. Okay. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. He's like, you keep going back. What the hell is your problem? Just go. I'm going this way. What are you doing? Stop. I'm going this way. I know. I'm trying to find out what's going on, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't really look like there are any postcards or anything around here now. There was the one, but... Hey, boy.
What is it, boy? You want
Where
to
are
show
you
me
heading?
something?
Where are you heading off to now? You showed me this with the pan. This isn't the spot, huh? Maybe this is something your owner had
Hold on,
done or
boy.
looked at before.
Just need to check something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just clothes. Left out to dry in the middle of the woods.
Nothing special with them.
I know, right?
I mean, I know you have a conversation with yourself all the time too, but I know, right? What do you think Rusty's agreeing with you? Like, why are their clothes just randomly here? I don't think that's what Rusty was saying, but nice try. Okay, and then this. Is there anything over here? Yeah.
Shaving tools, towels, grease. Everything an elegant Sasquatch needs.
Sasquatch.
What's wrong, buddy? Oh, let's see what we got here. Yummy.
Oh. Aw. Combine? What are we trying to poison the dog? Don't do that. Okay. To have. Oh. I'm going to combine it with this probably. Maybe not.
There you go. Eat up, champ.
Aw. It's cute. Good boy. Good boy. Can't see anything else around here, though. There wasn't anything else at the shaving station. I
You
hope
catch
he
a
doesn't.
scent? Hey,
I hope he doesn't get killed like the deer did. Whatever's sucking their life out of him. I like my new buddy. And I didn't have anybody when I was at the
anyone in there?
resort hotel, so... Oh. Oh, he... Oh, no, he didn't. For a second, I thought he completely ran
wrong,
away. I was
boy?
like, that's not a good sign. Ready to run.
Is someone in there?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Francis, that's the guy
Hello?
on the
I
postcards.
wish I could see you again. I miss you so much. Why did I stay? Why did I let it out? They're all dead. Because of me. And I'm still here. I shouldn't be.
Hey. You all right in there?
You shouldn't be here. I can see you. And that means it can see you too.
Of course. What else did you expect, Marianne?
So, he's dead and it's his ghost speaking to her, I'm pretty sure, right? Oh, is the dog a girl? I didn't know. Okay. Okay, then. Instead of Rusty, what? Like, Rhubarb or something? I don't know what a girl dog's name is. Maybe you could do something like Peaches or something, but... Damn, he killed himself.
I think that's him. After they closed down the resort, did he just stay behind? What is it, boy? Was he your friend?
For Francis. Another postcard. Oops. All I wanted was for her to see the sun. I'm so sorry. So... But we learned that the nurse was the one that the Maw attacked. Is this a different threat? Jeez, this place is so messed up. You have the malevolence of Richard left behind. You have the Maw that kills the whole resort. It's not okay. It's not okay.
He looks drained, rotted out from within. Just like those animals I saw earlier.
Ah, crap.
Easy,
We're going to have
boy.
to run or something.
What is it?
Oh no, he's going to get himself killed.
Oh,
Oh, I see.
It's that thing again. No! Stay!
Francis, I warned you, but then I outgrew him. Wore him out. I won nothing fits. Wouldn't you? Special girl.
Stay the fuck away from me!
Let me draw you on.
Broken record. Fuck.
Don't run. My little sketch. Pretty little sweet. Even suit. Don't leave me here!
Did I lose it? Is it gone?
I don't know. Sorry, I wasn't reading chat for a bit. I was kind of preoccupied trying to make sure I stayed on the trail and didn't get caught up and killed. Oh, were you gonna donate? Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you were talking to the girl. Yeah, so the deer, and then also Francis, were things that the Maw tried to possess. And since Francis seems to have survived the entire event that permanently shut down the resort, we'll say, I think the nurse got possessed, did all the evil she did, and ultimately got worn out, as the Maw said. And then the Maw, since there was nobody left, or almost nobody left, probably went into Francis, I would guess, because Francis would have been in the general area of the resort, right? Because all those postcards and stuff were Francis saying, you know, hey, I miss you, and, you know, Mr. Rekovich isn't, you know, paying attention to this girl I'm hearing and all this stuff, right? So, so the Maw probably went from the nurse, after all that slaughter, to Francis. That would be F. So it wasn't a girl, it was a guy, Francis. And then from Francis, it ran out of people. So it went to a deer, the deer died, it went to another deer, the deer died, went to another deer, the deer died. We saw at least 3 where it killed them. And now it wants us because it thinks we're going to last. That's not awesome. Okay. Please do not apologize in the slightest. I do this as a hobby. I do not need funding. I appreciate the funding. I will never say no if anybody wants to donate, but I do not expect it. That's not why I do this. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. The thought, if nothing else. Find a way through the ruins. Doesn't look like there's anything else over here. Let me do insight really fast, but I don't think there's anything else over here to get. Yeah, I really don't think so. Let's just go E. I think she's incorrect. I do not think she lost the Maw. I think the Maw is just stopped and is finding a way around. The Maw will probably show up in the ruins here somewhere. Thanks. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay. It's another E, so I hop down. Is that what's... I'm hopping down, yeah. Okay. So the other side, is it just dead end? It is. It's just dead end. Okay. Down and down. Let's do this, because I don't like the idea of the Maw hearing me as easily. Because when we were in the hotel, right, there was a point where we had to hold our breath so the Maw couldn't hear us. So, can I get to this? Maybe from a different angle. Or, I mean, not different angle. Like a different, go around a path or something and end up there. Because I can't get it from here. It's completely blocked. There's no way she's getting through there. Yep, down again. That's 3 down. Up once and down thrice. Cannot go through there. That also might not be anything we ever can interact with. Sometimes I've seen, and maybe they all are we can all interact with all of them, and I just have missed some. That's always possible too. But it seemed like to me there are some things that will show up that are just, you know, more of the ambiance of it being in the, like, seeing the spiritual stuff, so we could tell that it's there, but we don't ever actually do anything with it. Okay, I guess we're going across. Okay, that light in the distance is flickering, making me think if we get over to that where that light is, our flashlight will also start flickering. Which is fine, I'm sure. I mean, it's creepy, but I don't think that's a problem. I don't think our flashlight has to be working in order for us to keep going forward in the game. Now, it might end up being a problem if there's an area that does that to flashlight and it's super dark. Not just kind of dark like it is now, like nighttime dark, but it's actually like super, super dark. That could be a problem, because then I can't see what I'm doing, right? That becomes much more difficult. Nothing in here. No. Okay. Oh yeah, no problem. I wasn't paying attention to see if it got deleted or not, but if it did, that's fine. Either way, I saw it, yeah. I think I responded to everything that came up. We get another chase sequence or something, though, I will not be paying attention. So if you see chase come up, do not say anything in the chat, because I will not notice it for a bit. Or, I mean, say something, but just, like, be patient as I take some time to get to it. Do I actually have to...
What? Who's there?
That's our dad,
You
Jack.
promise.
Or foster dad.
No risky stuff, eh?
This isn't real. It can't be.
Yeah, because he already moved on. I mean, he's not even... He's completely out of reach of the Maw. The Maw can't even get anywhere close to him, because he's already gone elsewhere. That was in the very beginning of the game, before we ever even came to Niwa, and ever
Jack?
even met the Maw. Yeah. Yeah, Jack's her foster dad, like I said. He definitely does not belong here. How... Go around this way. Can I go around through here? Maybe. Footsteps go elsewhere, but there is something to analyze. That's what I'm wanting. Here we go. Oh, a tie. Oh.
Is that... No. It can't be.
That looks like the tie Jack had that she buried him in after he passed. Yeah, Ma is vicious. Ma's playing mind games with us. But I think I did, right? I did insight when I was looking at it, right? I think so. Let me do that one more time just in case. Yeah, just see the footprints on the side. But nothing else. Yeah, I can't turn it or anything. Yeah, so that's nothing. Okay. I mean, it's something, but it's not, you know. I don't need to do anything more with it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That is true. She did, I don't remember if it was something from the past or what, but she did promise she was going to avoid risky stuff. And she's doing this. Although, to be frank, I don't know that she knew this was risky before coming here. She just knew somebody had said she needed to investigate it. And she was actually supposed to be meeting Thomas here. Supposed to meet Thomas here, and we have yet to meet him. We had the kind of memory experience where we saw his past, where he found out about Lily and what Richard had done, and and then went into like spirit mode and tried to take care of Richard that way. But we never actually met Thomas. We just saw what he had done in the past and played Thomas doing the stuff in the past. So meeting Thomas might have been all a ploy. We had no way of knowing, right? It showed up like it was like a postcard or something showed up, or a letter. Okay. How do I release? Push the E again? Q? There we go. Q, the usual back out. Okay.
You're not him. You're not him.
Yeah, don't let him trick you. This is the friggin' Ma playing games with us, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's obvious it's not him. And since we just encountered the Ma right before the ruin, I don't see what other conclusion you can reach other than it's the Ma doing something to us, right? Trying to play mind games with us. Shadow of Jack, I'm assuming, in the background there, running down at the very bottom of the steps before he ran away.
Where have you sent me?
I've helped you pass on.
The ruins and stuff here, a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit remind me of St. Kotar, where you go talk to the head of the cult. The buildings there that were all run down, where the people were. But like I said, only a little bit. I mean, it's not all that similar, just a little tiny bit.
I shouldn't be here, Marianne.
That's correct. So why are you hanging around? You are not Richard, or you're not Jack.
It's all your fault.
No, it's not.
Please,
Liar.
stop.
Yeah, Jack's death hit her really hard, so this is definitely below the belt for
Jack?
Ma to be doing this crap
It's
to her.
too late, Marianne.
It's gonna be like,
It's
and I'm so hungry. And it'll be the Ma.
What the hell?
He vanished from the photo, huh? Yeah. I did not know the Ma could play with your mind like this. That's not great. I gotta be honest. I feel like that's kind of cheating, but evil cheats. That's why it's evil. Good sometimes cheats too, though, but... Yep. Okay. I kind of called it ahead of time, although I didn't actually call it. The flashlight's starting to die in the dark area. That's not awesome.
In me! What did you do? You sent them away.
Go. No. Why not? What do I do with this? Why can I not? Why? Hello, can I interact? It wouldn't let me interact. I couldn't get the thing to mouse button. So stupid. Okay. Continue. Whatever.
Where have you sent me?
Okay, there was nothing up here, right? You already determined there's nothing here. Helps you move on. I guess we're not running on the stairs.
I shouldn't be here, Marianne. It's all your fault.
Jack?
It's too late, Marianne. It's all over.
This again.
It all
Okay.
in me. What did you do?
Oh,
You sent them away into the dark.
come on. Interact. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing with it. What is it I'm supposed to do? I barely got to interact with it. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to be doing with it. It's there to interact with, and I have the other thing to interact with, so it should be something, right? I don't like that. Stop. Okay, I don't like that it's doing this whole, like...
Where have you sent me?
to read you this thing.
I've helped you pass on.
So, previously, when it attacked me when I was in the spirit version of me, it like
I
kept
shouldn't be here, Marianne.
it saved right before the action. So when I die and
Your
like
fault.
reload, it'd be right as
Jack?
we were getting to the action. Here, I have to do all of this. It's too late and do the picture and stuff again each time just so I can.
In me! What did you do? You sent them away into the dark.
What am I doing with this?
It's okay. Move your ass.
Okay, I don't have to redo that part. I was wondering, I did all directions, I think, except for back, which is, I guess, the one I needed to do. I was like, I don't know what you want me to do with this. Oops. I knew the maw was going to show up in this ruin. There's no way it's going to let you go. Oh yeah, you went to the ruin. I guess I better not do anything. I don't never know if I think I have to get not super close, but decently close to stuff for it to show up as something I can interact with. So I don't know. Doesn't look like anything here. Am I going to have to start the generator and the maw's going to come and I'm going to have to hide or run or something? And then start the generator and then run and hide and then start the generator and then run and hide and...
Locked down tight. I think there's a lever missing.
There's a lever missing. Okay.
A generator. Wonder if it still works. Of course it doesn't. I think it's out of gas.
Okay. I think we're finding a lever and gas elsewhere and then coming back here. That's what it sounds like. The maw, like, do you remember what it looks like? That thing looks... I mean, it makes sense for the level of malevolence it has. That thing looks twisted. Like, not literally, not physically, but like, it just looks like corrupted. Like there's a lot of bad that just kind of came together to form it. It's got like that fin on its head, and it's got like, almost like two halves to its face. It's almost like there's, I think, if I'm remembering right, maybe I'm not remembering right, but I thought there was like one shade up until about the upper lip, and then like the lower half was a different color and stuff. So here's gas, I think. Okay. Nothing else there. Okay. Whoops, why? No, I want to try over here. Oh, that's back out there? Oh, I want over here then, is what I want. Nope. Don't come back out here. Edge. Okay, yeah, nothing else. Nothing else around there. I'm glad they don't, but games like this tend not to worry about like weight limits. Like this was
Come on,
too,
Bolt. Don't fail me now.
you know, this is too heavy. You can't carry this. Some games do. I think, for example,
That was loud.
I'm pretty sure Brother: A Tale of Two Sons had that in a place or two, or one of the games like that, where you actually could only carry one thing at a time, like a big barrel, or I mean, there wasn't that, but like something like a big barrel or something. You'd have to haul that. You couldn't just do that along with everything else. Oh, The Last Guardian had that for sure. Last Guardian definitely used that idea, where it's like, this is way more, like way big for your size, so you can only do this one thing at a time. I do think it's funny that we went to go... Like that. I do think it's kind of funny, not humorous.
Why don't you come down? Come on! We'll leave fun. All your friends are here.
You're not going to go away, you're just going to hang out there. Yeah, it's just going to sit and wait. Awesome. Okay, I guess we're continuing. Come on. She always wants to, like, fall right at the very end. Why? You're about to go on solid ground, and you're going to fall suddenly? What is that about? It's going to show up again here. One of these times it's going to hit this thing and knock me off and there's going to be a chase or something. You know it is. control pattern is there. It's like it's staying right by the light there for some reason. Okay. See if I can sneak across. That loud, the music got louder, and I thought suddenly it saw me. Where am I trying to go? Do I need to get through where it went? Is that what's going on? I think I need to go to the pallet to the right. I think. But of course I don't know. Thankful for it, but it is not that smart. It like looked for half a second and went back. Granted, it was birds that flew, so it's probably like, it's just birds, but still. Are you looking this way, or are you looking... Okay, I think it's still looking at the light. Let's try it. Facing out this way, isn't it? It looks to me like it's facing this direction. I don't know. Do I have a tab as my inventory? Can I... That's my way to go in and out of the certain mirrors, though. Crap. If I had something I could throw, maybe... Do like Alien Isolation style or something, but I don't. Yeah, I'm positive it's facing my direction now. I mean, generally. Not seeing anything over here on the ground or anything either to try to pick up. Okay. If I try it, if I die, then I'll know it doesn't work. I'm gonna try to go to this next set of bricks. And the birds are gonna go, and it's gonna be a thing. And there are birds over there on the lights I can see already. Why are the birds not scared of moths? You'd think nature would freak out. Not insects, maybe, although maybe also insects. You'd think at least, like, birds and stuff would not be hanging out. And it's in reality now, because you can see the kind of waving, visible version of it or whatever, so... it not see me and only hear me or something? No, because it chased me before. So it could totally see me. There's no way I sneak over to the left and just interact with that thing, right? That won't work, right? There's gotta be something I can use, like throw or rock or something else I can hide behind. It just seems incorrect to me. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I guess we'll find out. That do? So it's facing that way. Do I go? Oh, I go in the crack in the rock up there, don't I? I think that's what I'm doing.
My way out. But not with that thing in my way.
You were saying something?
Jack says hello. Or was it? Why? Did you send him here? Why, oh, why? He must have done something really nasty. Did he hurt you? Was he a bad daddy?
Easy. Easy. You don't want any of this. I'm like gummy and stuff. Tastes like month-old venison. You don't want me. It's gross. I mean, the problem is some of the sound effects, you're like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. I should hear that because, you know, I'm stepping on it, but you can't tell how far out the sound goes. So, like, if they heard you or not. It's not really awesome a lot of the time.
At least this could come in handy.
Oh!
Is
It
that
got
what you're afraid of?
It got electrocuted by light.
Energy's energy.
I love it. You come into the real world, you gotta deal with the real world problems. Lightning is a thing here. Kind of surprised it electrocuted it and not us, though. I mean, we're against a building that's higher up, right? You think that our building would get struck, not it, but I guess, whatever, it's fine. I suppose if the bolt happened to strike almost directly overhead, it wouldn't arc over to the building. It'd still try to find the closest, fastest way to the ground. So, I guess that makes sense.
I'm almost back at the generator. Huh.
Yeah, well, someone's gonna be here almost back at the generator, so. Okay. Yeah. This again. That was loud again. God dang it. It was loud again. It's not okay. It's gonna be loud. Dropping into the water. Oh, it wasn't so loud. Okay. Nothing to examine over here. Okay, so I guess we're just going back across this again. Definitely not a fan. Put gas in there.
Done.
Okay, let me back out of this. I think I need to, over here, but this is a lever, right?
Fits. Okay. The gate's open. Now let's get rid of that fucking thing.
I don't know what we're trying to do at this point. I knew the generator. That was like the end of what I knew. Can't go down there. What is it I'm trying to do here? I'm confused. It's up that way. Or maybe it's saying I need to go up where the lights are on now. Maybe that's the thing. Okay. Lifting up? Yeah, that's what again. We went inside before, so I'll go outside now. I didn't think there'd be, but just in case there was something like a card or something, just fine. But like I said, I don't think it matters. I don't think there's really anything there. Again, really? this thing up. Wobble at the end again, of course, because she always does for random reasons. So not this way. Okay, hang on. So we... So I gotta go back in reverse. That's what it is. That's the thing. Not this way. Yeah, okay. I don't care if it's fine or not. I don't want to reload and go back. And when I say fine, I mean I don't care if it's just going to take me right back to restarting the generator or something. I feel like if I screw something up myself, if there's any way I can just undo it or whatever, then that's what I want to do. Okay, that's fine. Back over here. Okay, let's go back here. Alright, so, yeah, we'll just in reverse direction, like I said. Where we before had come... Like, if you're facing the generator from that angle, we came from the right side this last time. Where before we had come, like, straight in or whatever. So we'll just go back to coming from the right again.
It all ends in me.
Oh, it is. We can't actually do that, okay? I don't know if that means we're supposed to be up above again or if there was something else we were supposed to do. Yeah, okay.
There. That's my way out. But not with that thing in my way.
Jack says hello. Or was it? Why? Did you send him here? Why, oh why? He must have done something really nasty.
Is he a bad daddy? On the one hand, it says stuff like it all ends in me. On the other hand, it says stuff like daddy. I think it's just saying that in mockery, but daddy would be something you would think normally like a younger person would say.
At least this could come in handy. Is that what you're afraid of? Huh. Energy's energy.
Okay, so
Hey. I'm almost back at the generator. Huh.
okay, so there's a couple. Hang on, let me go back to this perspective. Okay, so there's. I don't know if I can get up to there. There's across the way here, straight across over there. There is, once we're down at the generator, coming back up here, maybe. Although I actually don't know what that accomplishes. See, we're trying to get that one chain link gate open, right? I don't know I don't know where we find that. We were over there. Start going. It's like over here, right? Is it not? Yeah, it's over there. Tromping around now. I can see it, right? Over on the other side of the gate here. Looks like the fence here. Have to wander around, probably get killed again, and pay better attention. I don't know where that gate is that I'm supposed to have in the meantime.
Done. Fits. Okay. Now let's get rid of that fucking thing.
Oh, I'm supposed to push this? Oh, okay.
There you are.
Okay. Still down there. Let's do something about it.
Come to me.
Shut your fucking mouth! Yes! Burn, you twisted fucking bitch!
Where am I trying to go? Where's the gate or whatever I wanted?
God, I hope this is over.
Using inside, I don't see her. I'm not going to worry about any potential postcards or any of that stuff. It's too... Okay, we're out of there. Doesn't mean we won't find her in the forest, but... Oh, so that's coming out of there. Well, why was I facing back the way I just came from? How'd you face the way I'm supposed to go, game? Weirdo. The dog ran off. I don't remember hearing a yelp or anything. But then the maw came after us when we were over kind of by where the shaving gear was left behind and stuff. The other side of the back side of the ruin, right? So I don't know what that means. Does that mean the dog is okay? I hope, but I don't know.
What is that? Sounds like...
Oh, a swing. Oh, it's Sadness. Oh, nice. I like Sadness.
Sadness? Sadness, is that you?
Hi, Marianne. Did you find what you were looking for?
I was hoping you could tell me. Sadness. I need you to focus. Think back to as far as you can remember. What do you see?
Is this a game?
I'm afraid not, hon. This is important. Listen. I know what Richard did. Was he the one keeping you here?
Marianne!
It's okay. I've sent him away. He's gone forever. Lily.
Lily? Lily.
That used to be your name. Do you remember? All that's happened. Your father. You remember him?
I remember. Mommy. Oh, she was so pretty. But so sad. Just like you.
It must be nice to remember your mommy. I never met my parents. We were in an accident when I was very little. I was the only one who made it. It was really lonely without them.
I know what that's like. Ever since my friends. This is a lonely place, Marianne. I shouldn't be here.
Maybe you'd be better off somewhere else. Maybe I could
Send me away? No, Marianne. I can't leave. Not yet.
But why? Aren't you afraid of the monster?
I am. But it doesn't need me anymore. It wants you. And when it breaks you, when it puts you on, it'll finally be able to leave this place. But it will never be full. It will never stop killing.
Then let me send you away. So we can both leave. Now that you remember who you are, I can...
No, Marianne. It's not just about me. It's you. You have to remember the dream, the fire, the red house.
What?
The dream, the fire, the red house.
Wait! No, what is the red house?
You were there, Marianne. With me.
What?
You were always with me. I'm so sorry.
Lily?
What?
Shit.
I do not.
Gone. Just when I thought I could finally send her away. Thomas? I really hope you're still out here. Because I'm running out of options.
Okay. Well, I think that's where we're going to end it for tonight. So, it just saved at the end of that cutscene, so we'll start there next time. Which will be the first weekend in June. Because we don't have any weekends left in April, and I'm gone all of the weekends in May. So next, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 weeks from now, 5 weekends from now, which will be the 3rd of June, is when we'll continue with the medium. I don't know how far, like I said earlier, I don't know how far we have to go still in this. I'm really not sure. But I'm obviously enjoying it. Wonder what Lillian meant, or Sadness. Sadness and Lily are the same, right? Because she just said in that cutscene. So if Lily and Sadness are the same, so I don't think we would have known Sadness, right? Because Sadness is a spirit after the girl died. So did we know Lily? But who was... I don't remember ever hearing about Lily before coming here in the game, so I am not sure. Well, I guess we'll find out what that actually turns out to mean, because beats me. Yeah, we'll find that out. So I still am streaming in about 12 hours from now, and then in about 22 hours from now. So we still got those this weekend, but that'll be it for the medium until I get back. So about, like I said, about 5 weeks from now. So the next 4 weekends, no stream, and then the next weekend after that is when I'll stream again. So thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. The support as always. Like I said already, will be streaming here in about 12 hours. So if you guys are able to join me then, that'll be great. Otherwise, in about 20 hours, or 22 hours, I'm hoping to be able to have something together that kind of summarizes all the information for Get Even so everybody knows what's going on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys soon. Till then, peace.
Poor spider.
Street Boy. Oh, that's so sad.